the Seahawks. Love how you guys hit the 2 like buttons. Watched it. Thank you so much. Game 2 minutes. I just want to get this done and over with now.
At halftime with our visitors, the Vikings taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
I chip someone at the second level.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Dude, he barely even got a yard at all.
Position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Wilson. In a double
interception!
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
Oh, shit!
Taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line
failed
up to try to keep that momentum going.
All by myself. Let's go.
He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he is down into the Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit...
Oh, my God.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a...
Reception, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually get deeper in the game.
Damn.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to...
Guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, my goodness.
Incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is.
Oh, that is one of them.
The coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action with Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, guys, 4th quarter. With a low score.
Get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a lot rides now on the big left leg of
Oh,
Sebastian
hell
Janikowski.
no.
This for a fourth
He's-
quarter lead.
Oh my god. No way he's gonna make that.
Not gonna get there. It's short and no good.
Are you fucking for real?
It's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder.
Oh, that was so stupid. I don't know why they even tried to kick it.
For last, this Monday night game has been a dandy. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
Oh my goodness.
Situation now.
Looking for more.
I saw him all by himself. I was like, okay.
Downfield, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now Cousins.
Damn.
Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. The guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Again, it's Cook.
Get it. That's touchdown. That's in. I'm in.
Viking touchdown.
Yeah.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
All right, guys. Find out if the Seahawks will make it. Tie it up. I don't think so. With a minute and 51 seconds. I don't think the Seahawks will catch up. That's what I'm trying to say.
In retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
And Dixon over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. He's back to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. And a
oh, lucky you caught that.
Yes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back to throw.
Oh, interception! Oh, it is over already. 2 interceptions. This is what I'm talking about. What a great game. Great game. Great game.
Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Cousins here to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cousins. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And now running right through it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead.
We're just going to keep running this bitch
down, but close games out.
Again, you guys, thank you so much for hitting that like button. It means a lot.
A 10th carry in the game for Cole.
Oh, dang.
Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
It won't even matter. Game's almost over. I'm just going to keep running this off.
All-out effort to stop the run is coming. That was second down run for Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But These two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.
All right, guys.
So for Minnesota, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
All right, guys. You can tell Vikings win. And you guys like this episode of Seahawks versus the Vikings, or you just like football, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new on the channel, my name is kevindj325. All I do is play video games, and you name the game: Call of Duty, The Crew 2, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Burnout Paradise, Just Dance, NHL hockey. Anybody who likes hockey, hit that like button. I will do an episode of hockey as well. Alright, guys, thank you so much again for watching this. It means a lot to me. Good night, and let's go Vikings. Find out if they win tonight. Peace.